What is going up, everyone? It's All Things Arkham here, and today we're going to be making a video not about Batman, but about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For those who don't know me personally, while I am more passionate about Batman, the Ninja Turtles don't fall too far behind, and THQ Nordic recently made the official teaser trailer for the Last Ronin game, a very good book. I actually finished reading it just the other day. It's one of the best books I've read in a long time. So if you haven't read the book, you're going to get some spoilers during this video. So I'll probably edit in the teaser into this video unless it's copyright restricted. But I think I'm definitely very hyped for this. I mean, this video is basically just going to be me kind of just rambling on a little bit, discussing what we could maybe expect and maybe some just theories and questions about it. But what we do know is that obviously it's based on the book The Last Ronin, which basically, the Last Ronin, the last surviving Ninja Turtle, that is Michelangelo, even though it isn't actually revealed until maybe about a third of the way into the book who the last turtle is. I don't think anyone expected it to be Michelangelo just because of how silly he is, how not serious he is. I personally thought the last surviving turtle was going to be Raph, or I thought my first guess of who I thought it would be Raph. My second guess would be Leo, and then after that, if it wasn't one of those two, Donnie, and fourth Mikey. Like I said, no one thought Mikey was going to be the last surviving turtle. I don't think anyone saw that coming. But what we do know is that the game, the combat itself, is supposed to be like an RPG. But the combat's going to be similar to God of War, which I've never actually played, but I have played Dante's Inferno, which is similar to God of War, or so I've heard. One of my big questions is, will we only be able to play as Mikey, or will we be able to play as all four turtles? The order of the death in the turtles is Michael is Raph, and then Leo, and then Donnie and Splinter. Splinter isn't one of the turtles, of course, but he dies with Donnie. So my question is, are we only going to be able to play as Mikey, or will the game start out as it does in the book, where it's Mikey, and then you cut back to where Raphael dies? Will you get to play as Raphael for a little bit? And then you go back to Mikey. And then, when there's another flashback to where Leo dies, we get to play as Leo for a little bit. And then go back to Mikey. And then another flashback to where Donnie and Splinter die. And then you finish the game as Mikey and maybe play as Casey for a little bit. I think that was her name, April's daughter. Or will the entire game be just Mikey? That's one of the things I'm wondering. Or will maybe just the turtles, the three turtles and Splinter dying, will that just be cutscenes? What I personally would really like to see is you mainly play as Mikey, but you do also get to play as all three of the turtles and maybe even Splinter during the game. It's not just cutscenes flashing back to where they die. But I think this game's gonna have some pretty good potential, personally, especially since it's gonna be a single player game. Multiplayer games, any sort of game in this day and age with a multiplayer function, it's like GTA Online or Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever. It's just yeah, they throw in some rushed single player and then they just try to just force microtransactions down multiplayer throats. But I think The Last Ronin definitely has a lot of potential to be good, since it's going to be single player only, I think, which means that's going to get the full attention. But yeah, I mean, this definitely going to be very interesting. We see that Mikey has quite the arsenal of weapons. In addition to his nunchucks, he also has Leo's sword. Well, one of them. I can't remember if he has both of them or not. He has Donnie's bow, Raphael's, whatever those things are. I honestly don't know what they're. I can't remember what they're called. He has shurikens. He has I don't know what they're called. He has some sort of metal batons, and if Mikey scrapes them together, it creates a little EMP blast. Obviously, he has explosives and smoke pellets. And will this game be third person only, or will we maybe get a first person gameplay as well? I mean, I personally just think third person would probably be the best. And again, I'm mostly just talking about potential possibilities and stuff I'd like to see here. But I think this game could definitely have a lot of potential. Unfortunately, it's only going to be on like PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It's not going to be on. And of course, Of course, my girlfriend's texting me. Forgot to mute my phone. Sorry about that. But what I'm worried about is like the PC requirements because I have a gaming laptop and it's I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to play it on my PC or not and get like gameplay footage. I currently don't have an X. Probably gonna start saving money for one, honestly. But I just have a normal Xbox One, but it's not going to be on Xbox One, which kind of leads me to assume it's going to have some pretty high demanding system requirements, which isn't good for me. Just because, while I have a as far as laptops go, I have a good computer, but like gaming computers as a whole, it's not like the most top notch there is. Like there are a lot of Xbox One games that I just can't play, like Garden Warfare 2, We Happy Few, Tomb Raider. All those games really just push my computer. Even though it handles Arkham Knight just fine, which I honestly don't understand sometimes, but okay. Like how can you handle how can you handle Arkham Knight but you can't handle Tomb Raider? That just doesn't make any sense to me. But all right, whatever. But anyways, just let me know. Just let me know what you think down below. I mean, do you have anything you'd like to add to this? Is there anything you'd like to see for this game? And of course, if my computer can handle it when the specs are announced, I'm definitely gonna be making some videos on it for sure. I mean, I'm definitely a Ninja Turtles fan. Not as big of a fan of the Turtles as I am of Batman. Like I said, The Last Ronin, that was one of the best books I have read in a long time. Like I really can't remember the last time I read a book that I was just that mesmerized by. I mean, when I was reading when I read the Arkham Knight comics, they were good, but they didn't have me like mesmerized, just itching to know what happens next. I mean, when I was reading the Last Ronin, I was like just on the edge of my seat, like, okay, what happens next? What happens next? So if that's how good the book is, then we as the fans of the Turtles definitely have high expectations for this. And hopefully hopefully it's not gonna be like some $70 on release price tag, or else I'm gonna be unhappy about that. But I guess I've babbled on and off. Just a bit of a geek talking here, but I hope you enjoyed watching. Feel free to again. I'd really like to hear your comments. What you have to think about this game? Is there anything you'd like to add to my thoughts and things I'd like to see? Hope you have a great day, everyone. Jesus loves you. Goodbye.